eternal refuge, meaning he is always there and he is not dependent on anything else.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a father, so the God doesn't have a father,
Yeah.
nor God have a son, nor God have a daughter. So these things we see in the creation. God has no family. God is the God and we are creation.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't understand how Jesus can be God if he has a son that is human. How a God can have a human
Yeah,
child. I
yes,
don't understand
yeah,
that.
exactly. So Allah clearly said that how can God have a son when he has no wife? So Allah is giving rational logic. Even in the Quran, Allah saying, how can God have a wife when he has no wife? So all of those rational, logical arguments Allah is putting through the Quran, so that when you read it in your Russian language, you will see that God is unlike the creation. Creation, we need food, we need sustenance, we need sleep. If we don't sleep, we can't function properly. We will say something, it will be wrong, right? So we need rest, we need drink, we need to eat food, we need nutrition, so many things. So we are dependent. God is not dependent, right? So in many aspects, you will see the real God is not dependent. When we see Jesus Christ, he was someone who was dependent on food, dependent on sustenance,
Yeah.
and he even within the Bible, you will see he was dependent on God, right? He was worshiping God, right? For example, when he said, I cannot do of my own will, your will be done. Meaning, he was saying, it's not my will be
He
happen.
was talking with somebody.
Yes, he was talking. So when he was pleading to God, when he was asking to God, that means he cannot do it by himself. So he need an external agent. And this external agent, we Muslim call him Allah. Allah is the God of the universe. Allah sent prophets, Noah, Ibrahim, which is Abraham,
Yeah.
Moses, Jesus Christ, Jonah, all of the
Yeah,
prophets and messenger, they have many messenger, one mission. The one mission is to correct the belief of the people. You know, you will agree with me, sister, that how you live your life based on the belief that you hold, correct?
yes.
You will see certain people act in a certain way. But once you evaluate their behavior, you will find out they hold certain belief. That's why they are acting in the way they are acting, right?
It's strange. Yeah.
So Islam doesn't correct the belief, doesn't correct the behavior first. Islam correct the belief first. So then Allah tells us, who created the universe? We would say Allah. Then Allah would say, whose rule are you going to obey? Your own rule or the rule of your maker? Then people turn around and say, oh, I'm going to follow my own way. I don't want to follow God's way. This is where we diverted from God. Because we acknowledge there is a God. But when it comes to thanking God,
Yeah,
we don't
know
give the
what to
gratitude.
follow,
Yeah. Allah said that the people did not give him the right. Now imagine I give you 10,000 pounds. If you don't even say thank you and just go, you show ingratitude,
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be rude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, in a worldly life, we show gratitude towards our fellow human beings, our brothers and sisters. But when it comes to showing gratitude to Allah, we turn our face.
Yeah.
But at the same person, you give thank you to your friend. But when it comes to Allah for oxygen, the life that we have, the beautiful life, the eyesight, the
For
kidney, the
everything.
sophisticated system that Allah given us, we don't give gratitude to Allah. So Muslim mean someone who acknowledge Allah, worship Allah. So I'm going to give you the proof of Islam. Proof of Islam is that Prophet Muhammad was the last and final messenger. He was the last in the messenger. And he has many prophecies, right? A prophet who will prophesy things that will come into the future. And like previous prophet, he also given prophecy that came into past, meanings this has been actualized. And when this has been actualized, the people and the community understood that he is indeed a messenger of God.
Yeah, I understand. I
Exact.
really
Exactly.
Can't wait to read that.
Yes,
Thank you so
exactly.
much.
So I know you are in rush. Otherwise, I could have given you more time. But what I'm going to say to you, sister, since you believe in there is only one God and you believe in the true monotheism, which the Islamic concept of belief, I would say, sister, that the last things you need to do is to see whether Prophet Muhammad is a messenger of God. And there are certain criteria to be fulfilled. One of the criteria, I'll be very quick.
Thank you.
Prophet Muhammad was known to be the most trustworthy and honest person lived in 1400 years ago. So people have no doubt about his character. So imagine if someone never lies in his entire life, do you think the same man will lie
Not really.
lie about God? No, no, exactly. So what we say, yeah. Would you like to take it?
No,
Okay, fine.
thank you.
So when
We'll stop you right there because it's going to close 6:30.
Yeah, we need to go.
no problem.
Thank you.
But have a look
you.
at
I'm gonna
why
have-
Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is a messenger of God. If he is, you find in your research, you come to know that if he is indeed the messenger of God, that means he brings a message to all of us. First of all, he said, I am a messenger of God to tell you people to worship there is only one God and submit your soul or submit yourself to Allah, because you will go to Allah once you die. Allah will ask that question and Allah will ask you, did no warner come to you? Meaning, when the messenger, when a warner, when someone who came with the Islamic information, did you understood it? And Allah knows whether you understood it or not. Based on the belief and action and the trial, the try that you will make, Allah will know everything.
Perfect. Thank you.
Look after yourself. And then, of course, we have heaven and hell. So it's a serious message. Look after it, inshallah.
Thank you.
I hope all the best.
You too. Thank
If you have
so
any
much.
question,
Thank you.
always welcome
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you. Look after yourself.
Bye.
Bye.